5 years ago, I was broke, driving for DoorDash, making about $22 an hour just to survive during COVID. Fast forward to today, I make $140,000 a year as a senior analyst at a very large company. The crazy part is I didn't get here by following the safe route, and I definitely didn't figure it out all overnight. In this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how I went from DoorDash to six figures, what I learned along the way, and how you can use these lessons to build your own career and income in your 20s. Alrighty, so this journey begins when I graduated college in May of 2020 with my bachelor's degree in finance. During my time in college, I job shadowed a financial advisor, so my initial plan was to study and pass something called the Series 65. And once you pass that, then I could be a licensed advisor and work for this guy's company because he taught me a ton of different things about finance, and it was kind of like his own, advising firm. And so during this time, it was like peak COVID. Like I said, it was May of 2020, so I was literally driving for DoorDash to pay my bills. How this looked is I would pretty much drive like 4 to 5 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week, and I was probably making around $22 on average. Some days were lower, some days were higher, but it was probably around that. And then basically what happened was I did not pass the Series 65 the first 2 times I took it because I was doing a lot of studying in my free time, and I was doing all the studying on my own. I basically bought like this huge book. I'd sit there and study a couple hours a day after driving for DoorDash. I would take practice tests and everything. So this was basically my life from, I'd say, June of 2020 until about September or October of 2020. And so then when October came around, I was over trying to take this test, honestly, and I just wanted a stable job and income. I didn't like how some days with DoorDash I'd make a lot, some days I wouldn't make that much. It was a little bit too stressful. I wanted a little bit more stability there. So I ended up getting a job as a payroll analyst, and I started that job in November of 2020. With this first job, I was making $20 an hour, so that's like what, $41,000 a year. And I ended up only working this job for 3 months, and then I quit because they ended up having me take phone calls for like 2 hours a day, which was just a nightmare. I hated it. There was no training, and that wasn't even in the job description. Like, I did not want to sit there and answer phones for a couple of hours a day. Like, it was just horrible. I did not like it at all. And so I actually quit that and went back to DoorDash, and I actually did that from January of 2021 until about June of 2021. And then finally, I got a job as a bar back at a restaurant, which, if you don't know what that is, they basically just help the bartenders. I would make all types of syrups. I would, prep the fruits that, go on top of the drinks. I would pour beers, pour wine, things like that. I was probably making only like $40K a year with this job because I was making $16 an hour, but the tips were pretty nice. I could work like 6 hours and make between, I'd say, like $80 to $140 a night in tips, which was really clutch. And I only worked 4 days a week as well. So, I mean, not bad, but, not really good money either. And I ended up working this job from June of 2021 until November of 2021. And then in November of 2021, I got a different job at an actual financial advising company because before it was just like that one guy's business. So this was a more structured way of me getting into finance. And I was 23 years old at this time. I was working as a client service rep, making about $44,000 a year. And so I went back onto the path of eventually wanting to become an advisor. And once again, after 3 months, I decided to leave because I wanted to move from California to Texas because I couldn't transfer to the Texas office for this company. So at this point, this is now March of 2022. This is where my career, I believe, actually starts. Before, I'm kind of just jumping around trying to figure it out, right? So I'm 23 years old. I just moved to Texas. I had a couple of friends from college that lived in the city that I was living in. So in my mind, it was like, okay, let's move here. Worst case scenario, we don't like it and we just move back home. And at this point, I started working as a financial analyst, making $55,000 a year. So I was going from $44K a year in a high tax state like California to $55K a year in a no income tax state like Texas, which was honestly really nice. It was definitely a nice start or jump. It felt like I was making okay money at the time. Again, I'm just living on my own, so it's pretty simple here. In this job, I was basically making PowerPoints and using Excel to show different doctors and hospitals their financials, but we were kind of like a third-party finance department in a way, so we'd help them try and improve their business. So I ended up doing this job for a year and 4 months, so it is now June of 2023. I was looking to get out for a couple of months. I think I started looking like March of 2023 because at this job, I hated my boss. This was the first job I ever had where I did not like my boss at all. He sucked. So I wanted to see if I could move up to a senior analyst role, and I actually was able to do that by going to a different company. And I was starting to get a lot of experience just in this financial analyst job to begin with, so I was able to kind of speak on that, do really well in the interviews, and actually move up to a senior analyst at a different company in the telecom industry. So June of 2023, I ended up starting this new job in the telecom industry. I'm a senior analyst. I'm 24 years old, and I'm making $85K a year. So I just went from $55K to $85K a year, which is a huge, a $30K jump in pay. It is definitely noticeable. And I ended up loving this job because I'm only 24 at the time, like I said, and my boss was 26. He was only 2 years older than me. So it was a bunch of people in their like mid to late 20s who honestly just loved talking about sports and finance. So I felt like I just fit right in. And with this job, I took on a ton of really good projects. I got really really advanced at Microsoft Excel, which helped me a lot in my current job. And I was just learning all kinds of different stuff. I was getting exposure to a lot of very high up people at this company as well as other companies. And I really liked my coworkers. But September of 2024, they announced that they were getting acquired by a different telecom company. And if you know anything about acquisitions, or if you ever find out that your company is getting acquired, usually it is best to try and leave, because once the acquisition goes through, there's a good chance you might get let go. And so for me, at this point, I didn't initially want to leave, but once that got announced, I was like, all right, time to start looking for a new job again. I need job stability. I don't want to, be worried about potentially getting laid off. And at this point, I was even looking to move up because I was only a senior analyst for a little over a year. I felt like I needed to do that for a little bit longer. And so I was just looking at senior analyst roles at other companies, and I was interviewing for months at a time. I mean, basically from September until December of 2024. And finally, towards the end of December 2024, I had a really good interview. I was pretty confident I'd land the job because the hiring manager basically asked me when could I start, which is a really good sign. So I ended up getting a job offer for my current job in the beginning of January of this year, literally the first week of the month, which was awesome because that was one of my goals this year, was to get a new job. And the offer was insane because most senior analyst jobs pay between, I'd say, $80,000 to $120,000 a year, depending on experience. But with this job, they offered me $120K base salary plus a $20,000 bonus. So this is basically me going from 85 to 140. So I was just absolutely hyped on this, especially because it was a pretty large company too. So I'd be making really good money and I'd have a very, really reputable company on my resume. So I just felt like it was a win-win. When I look back on this journey, the main takeaways I have for myself and you are that when you're in your 20s, you're just trying to figure it out, and that takes time. So be patient with yourself. I was fully convinced right out of college I was going to be making $80,000 to $90,000 a year, and reality just hit me like a train, because when I was driving for DoorDash and had my bachelor's degree in finance, I just felt like a total fucking loser. I felt like I had no sense of direction. I felt like I should have been making more money. I should have been using my degree, and I wasn't. At the end of the day, you just have to be very patient with yourself and understand that these things take time, and you have to try new things to figure out what you actually like. The next thing that I take away from this is, honestly, don't waste time doing some shit that you don't see playing out long term. Like for me, like that client service rep job in California or the financial analyst in Texas, I did not see long-term potential with either of these jobs. So what I did was I just worked hard, I learned new skills, and then went on to the next job that saw value in me, and I repeated that process. Another thing that a lot of older people may disagree with, but I found that job hopping pays a lot more money than staying at the same company. For example, at that healthcare company in March of 2022, when I was a financial analyst, I remember talking to one of my bosses, and he said, you could become a senior analyst by the time you were 27. And so I could go from an analyst 1 making 55K to an analyst 2 making 70K to finally getting to a senior analyst making 90 to 100K a year. But for me, I did not want to wait 4 years for that. So I was like, I'm just going to go become a senior analyst at a different company and make 85K a year within a couple of months of you telling me that. And then a year and a half later after that, still a senior analyst, but now making 140K a year. To be honest with you guys, companies do not give a shit about you, and they will backfill you in 1 to 3 months tops. So try and move up any way that you can. I'm not saying to constantly job hop, but in my mind, there's really not much downside when you're job hopping. And I'll talk about that in just a second. Even if that's only working at a company for 1 to 3 years then leaving, it's better than sitting there just getting 3% raises year in and year out. And I really don't see much downside with interviewing at different companies, because the worst case scenario is that you interview at another company, you don't get a job offer, therefore you just have to keep working at your current job, which is what you were going to be doing anyways had you not been looking for a job. So in my mind, there's really only upside here. And I know it can be intimidating to change companies, especially if you're very comfortable with where you're working, but if you want to make more money, I found that personally job hopping works very well. I mean, just to kind of break it down here, March of 2023, I was making 55K a year. March of 2024, I was making 85K a year. March of 2025, I'm making 140K a year. So that's a pretty big jump in just a 2-year period. So looking back on all of this, the truth is I didn't have a straight path. I failed exams. I worked jobs I hated. I literally drove for DoorDash just to pay my bills, even though I just got my bachelor's degree. There were times where I was doubting my own work ethic because I would quit a job just after a few months, but eventually I found something I liked. I've been very much sticking to it and really enjoying it. And all of these steps have led me to where I am today, making $140,000 at 26 years old. And I also want to be clear here, please do not interpret this as me bragging or me boasting, but rather interpret this as me hoping to motivate you if you feel like you're kind of stuck or you're in a position you don't want to be in, especially if you're in your early 20s. And if you are in your 20s and you feel lost, remember this, that success, it's not about never failing, it's about learning, moving on quickly, and building skills that make you valuable. If you stay patient, you keep working hard, and you don't settle, then you will get there too. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like down below, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.